get ready, tune in, unwind. It's the Smoke World Podcast. It's time to talk about what's happening, baby. So run, don't crawl. It's the Smoke World Podcast. It's time to think. So go ahead and get yourself a smooth drink. It's the Smoke World Podcast. Light up your cigar, put your feet up, and don't go too far. So tune in weekly in your car, at home, or on your phone, and listen in the Smoke World Podcast, hosted by Stone.
What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Smoke World. I'm your host, Stone, so go grab that stick, go grab a glass, whatever you're drinking. Let's sit back and have the conversation. Speaking of conversations, I'm sitting around the table in the kitchen of my own home. Yeah, I got beautiful family members here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Starting to my left right here. Who are you, brother? Talk to me.
HB from Philly.
HB from Philly in the building. All right. CG, okay. Now, where you from, CG?
From Philly.
Philly, okay.
And C Money from Philly.
C Money, I could tell by the names that we all from Philly. We gotta love it. So really, this podcast is just a conversation. We had a good weekend. Everybody came down. We had good food, good drinks. Y'all played cards. Y'all lost money. That's not something I do. I'm not into losing money. I'm just a greedy, cheap bastard. That's what they call me. I don't have no problem with that. But we're gonna go around the table to share the experience. You know, again, life is precious and tomorrow ain't promised, as we know. Just thinking about Maul, we were sitting around just a few weeks ago, literally. He was sitting right next to me. We laughing, busted up, smoking cigars, talking about Southwest at that, with a young lady. I don't recall her name, but he was coming at her hot because she was like, "Oh, I'm from Delaware, but I know all about Southwest." And he kept looking at me, Stone. She don't know nothing about Southwest, bro. You might have drove through Southwest, but she don't know about Southwest. And they was going back and forth. So I say that because, again, life is precious and it's not promised. So the experience that we had this weekend, we'll get everybody's input, options, and share your thoughts on, you know, some of those things. Again, it's not going to be a down podcast to talk about death, but just kind of a realistic point of view about how you see life and what do you appreciate about it. Start with you.
Well, me, I appreciate like to the fullest.
So you got your drink. Okay, what you drinking there? I mean,
this,
you real laid back.
Yeah.
Right now. You got that something in your cup. You're like, hold on, let me take a drink.
Auntie that hit the cup.
Yeah, like you was doing some things.
Yeah, but life is beautiful. Even when there's ups and downs, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we still around. A lot of people that's not here. There's a lot of things we can do. You know what I'm saying? To get through, you know, the storms, stress.
Yeah, speaking of storms, that kind of day today too.
Yeah.
Actually, rain and the sun coming back up. That's how life is. Sometimes it rains, sometimes the sun come up. Just got to take the good with the bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's what's up. All right, how about you, Missy? You got your, what's that, lemonade, cool refreshing lemonade?
Pineapple with no sugar.
Oh, okay. Watching your weight. I ain't mad at that. Okay. Get a little closer to your
sugar
mic.
diabetes.
Those with the little voices, get a little closer to your mic.
So what I appreciate about this weekend was spending time with my family, especially my nephew, my brother, my sister, my husband, my niece-in-law, just family. We had a great time, and I really feel as though that we need to really get together more often than on a humbug. But one thing for sure, whenever I have something, big or small, I always can depend on like my nephew and my niece-in-law to come down, show support, my sister, brother-in-law and everything. And the second time my brother came out and spent the night at my house, but we all had a good time playing cards, losing money, but most of all, it was all about laughter, you know, reminiscing, listening to good music, had our crabs, drinking, and just having a good time.
Beautiful. How about you?
This weekend was real touchy for me. What I like about it that a lot of family want to get together during funerals. We get together just to have fun and enjoy each other, stay the night, talk and laugh. We went to bed like we left.
Oh my God!
At like 3:30.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, so
yeah.
No bull crap, no arguments, none of that. All love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Everything was genuine, and I always look forward to coming in to see y'all.
Oh.
I love y'all.
But what I like about with C Money, she plans vacation with her family. Like y'all just came back from Florida. Y'all went to the Poconos and everything. That's what I want to start doing with our side of the family. But we just got to just put riffs aside. I ain't talking about some people that we can't even bring into the circle, and I wouldn't want to. But other people that we can just come in and just say, hey, let's have a good time. And I want to start having a family vacation too.
Okay, so we think is the biggest obstacle, because now my folks ain't show up. That's a whole nother conversation. I ain't gonna talk bad about nobody, but I'm just keeping it real. What are the biggest obstacles? Because again, I understand scheduling. Everybody's got a different plan. Life happens, and you can't do this. It's last minute, but sacrifices. What's priority? What are you going to prioritize? Family is, like I said, we don't have. Man, I'm gonna keep it real. I got more time behind me than I do ahead of me. I don't think I'm gonna live another 50+ years. God willing, great if I am, but I don't want to be all busted up. You know what I mean? Somebody got to wipe my diaper and all that old bullshit. But just the reality of where you going to make sacrifices in life to say, you know what? Okay, it's not planned, but it's important that I be there to make that sacrifice. If that makes sense, because I understand things happen. A couple days in advance, hey, we're gonna get together. Because a lot of times we do it with our friends. Somebody call you up, yo, what you doing Saturday? Yo, what's up? What's going on? I don't think I got nothing planned. You show up. So that could be the same thing. But like I said, your family, my family is a little more complicated, for whatever reason. I only got sisters, so that could be the problem, right? I ain't hating no women, but yeah, y'all get a little finicky. It's like, okay, I ain't got my hair, I got to get this done. And stop. Come on, man. Stop the nonsense. Anyway, all right, so let's get into this business of cards. Because the only thing I did.
You asked a question.
I did? What question I asked?
What the hell? You said, what do you think about what is the obstacles that we meet with family?
And I think I answered that. I did present that to the crowd. I'm glad. Thank you for bringing me back. Thank you, because that's what happened me get old. Like I said, 50+ years, I got more time behind me instead ahead of me. That was one of those things. See, this is why it's important to have people pay attention on the podcast. Good looking. So I'm gonna let you take that. What do you think some of the obstacles are? That's my apologies, folks. Good looking. What's your name again? Alexis. Good looking, Alexis.
No, my name's CG.
Oh, okay. My bad. That's what I'm saying. See, CG. What name was different before the mics turned on, folks? So don't be mad at me. They gave you all kind of names before we turned these mics on. I told them, listen, I might not remember these names. Y'all introduce your goddamn selves, because I know how it gets. We got four. Like, oh, what's your name again? What? Oh, okay. Your pseudo name? Okay, I'm sorry. Proceed. Answer the question. CG? Okay, CG. My apologies.
It's gonna be Alexis.
Alexa, turn the TV on.
I'm not like I'm Alexis. Turn the TV on. Alexis, answer this question.
Alexis, remind me of what I just said 5 seconds ago. And presented the query to the group, but then totally forgotten, ready to move on to something else. I apologize again. Okay. Proceed, Miss CG.
Okay, so my personal, we only can talk about our family, is people get into their moods, meaning they get stuck on one thing. And it's good you know who I'm talking about or whatever. This person can't let something go and without a bone. Like, he just can't let it go. And that is what bothers me about him, you know? It does. It really bothers me about what he do and everything. And he needs to really set things aside and say, look, we all getting together as a family. We don't know how long we're going to be on this earth. And you need to stop holding grudges against other people, you know? He's part of our family matriarch, you know? He's the oldest. So I don't understand why you keep holding these grudges on people. And if you say that you don't have grudges, but yet you don't reach out to them, what is the problem? And we got to stop having partial family. Now, some family members I'm not going to lie, I can't rock with because of the things that they did. But others that, okay, I can forgive and we can move on and let's bond as a family. because the next thing what's going to happen is we're going to see each other at a funeral or whatever, and then when the funeral come, you want to start some stuff, you know, claiming somebody hit you and then you.
Oh,
So
man.
that's my obstacle that I want to just try to get over with.
Okay, so it's not a personal obstacle; it's just something within the family that's
Yeah,
an
and
obstacle.
it's just
Okay, so
one
it's not a
person.
personal. Okay,
That
okay.
I want to get over that obstacle. Others,
Well,
I
I
just
mean, when
gotta-
you say that, the way you present it, it's not necessarily personally your obstacle; it's someone else's obstacle that you see that hopefully that they can get over prior to
right.
we go into the upper room.
I want them to get over the obstacle for us to be a family unit, because like we used to all get together and play cards, and he was part of that family unit, and now it's like, oh, I don't want to come, and don't give me reasons. And
So, have y'all have really had this conversation? You shared, what you just shared with us. Have you sat down with him and said,
Yeah.
"Hey"? Well, I think sometimes that's the problem.
I don't have his number. You changed
Okay,
the number.
well, okay, that's fine. But I'm
I
saying,
don't have it.
did it start yesterday, 2 days ago, 2 months, a year ago?
It
So,
was years ago. It was
Right, so
a year.
I'ma say this.
We talk. Don't get me wrong. We talk, but then it's like,
but have you
Follow
shared it
up.
the way you just got on that mic
oh yes,
and said, "Look, this is what we need you to do"?
oh
Real
yes.
talk. Okay, well, that's all you can really do at that
Definitely.
point.
I
you
pray
can share
about it. I
Yeah.
pray about all my family members. I really pray about that. I miss him and everything, and I want him to be a part of it. I really do.
What do you think it is? If you had to take a guess now, this is really digging deep to go in somebody's head, but
That's how he always been.
Okay.
Growing up,
Well,
that's,
what you
that's,
see is what you
that's
get.
How he always been.
Okay.
That's,
Okay.
that's him. You know,
anybody else want to chime in?
it could be just
Based on
anything else.
based on the question I asked, because again, you did
Yeah,
remind
they
me.
don't gotta
Thank you.
jump on my bandwagon.
No, right. That's what I said.
but
We
I-
presented
I
the
had
obstacles.
something I wanted to say about what you just was saying. So you saying this been going on. Do you ever think you should just have a one-on-one with this person between you and them first, get close, and then try to see if they can branch out?
I did. I had plenty of conversations with him that wound up getting into a really bad argument, and that we just stopped talking. I didn't stop talking, but he just, felt as though that I was taking sides and stuff, which I said I'm not taking nobody's side but the right side of things. And he just stopped talking. He just hung up the phone until months later. And I never have no problem, but he'll call my other sibling and everything, and ask my sibling, hey, how I'm doing or whatever, or my sibling calling the three-way, and I'll tell him, like, what's going on? And he'll say, I'm sorry or whatever. And I said, that's water under the bridge. But this is what me and him, we go back and forth. And the only reason why we're going back and forth is because of the stuff that I don't like what he do to other people, that it's not called for and everything. That's the only thing I don't like, But you can forgive other people or whatever, but you just can't forgive them, and it's just a lot,
It's called forgiving pics.
That's exactly. I like that. You forgiving
That's what it
pics.
is.
You forgive other people. You rock with other people, and even when we tell you don't rock with these people or whatever, but see, I sit back and let that person, all right, bite them, and then now you see the light or whatever. But nevertheless, I still love you and still want you around. But yet he'll tell me, I have no problem with them. I have no problem with them. I had no problem. But what is the problem that you can't call and just say that to them, not to me? I mean, yeah, we got into really bad arguments and everything. But he realized, and he told me last time he was like, look, I know I did wrong, but I'm not the one you got to tell.
Okay. When was the last time you talked to him?
What's this, July? I talked to him briefly for a second, like last month. And before then, it was February?
What was that, on a three-way or something? You said you don't have his number, so you changed his
Well,
number
he
since
recently changed it.
then? Well, he stay changing that number. He's a number specialist.
I don't know why, and I
He's
don't.
a number specialist
You know,
when it comes to those number changes.
But only one person have that number, so.
Yeah. Okay.
But I ain't gonna talk out like that about that
It's
because
all good.
no, I'm just saying, because this is going live or whatever. But
I don't know what you're talking about, but nonetheless,
yeah,
and at least outside of this circle.
yeah.
But okay, so presenting that question to you, is there anything? Now you got to be on that same subject, but this based on that question that I forgot that I even asked. So I would get CG to help us out, aka Alexis. Alexis, what was the question, Alexis? Because old people forget stuff. What was the question again?
I'm not the host. You
I ain't-
are.
What do you have to being the host?
You asking these questions?
But yeah, you reminded me before I was about to move on the question I presented to the group
What is
that I
the
forgot.
obstacle?
Thank you.
That
Thank
is
you,
stopping
Alexis.
you for like.
It's okay. You can help the host out. I mean, you don't have to be the host to help.
What's the obstacle that you feel as though that's probably stopping you from, I guess, getting together with family members or with anybody for that matter? It don't got to be family member. It could be friends or whatever the case.
Even
may
business.
be. Or business.
Yeah.
Now that's a good thing. Now that's another question. What is the obstacle for you that will stop you from starting your own business, doing your own business, or just creating something? Now that's a separate question. Do you have any obstacles for that? Because I know
As far as stopping you,
like starting to get your or do you have an obstacle that will say, I really
Excuse.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. Do you have any excuses for not doing something business related? What would be the reason? Like, okay, I want to do this, but A, B, C, or D.
That's a good
Has there anything? Has there been? Maybe you're not that kind of cat. Like, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. Some people are like, yo, I'm gonna start, but I'm gonna wait till next week, next month. I'm gonna get all this. I'm gonna get all that first, and then I'm gonna do it. And maybe you're not that guy. You're just like, look, if you put your mind to something, you do
I look
it.
at it like timing. If you really want to do it, you can do it.
Right.
That's how I look at it. It's timing. If it's an ongoing, I'm gonna do it. It ain't something you probably really want to do.
Say that again.
That's
You know what I mean?
Whoa, say that again for him. That was a
You
bar
like it
right
for
there.
a little bit, but it's just like, all right, I'm done
You
with
really ain't
this.
got no
I'm
passion.
gonna do
Your heart really ain't into it.
No.
That type of thing. I agree with that 1,000%.
What you think? See money.
It like you said, it be people procrastinating about what they want to do, and then it's more. Some people do more of talking instead of doing. You get what I'm saying? So the obstacles is up to the person who want to do it. If they-
Basically, it's like you in your own way.
yeah,
Can't nobody stop you. But
stop you. It's your path.
Can't nobody make an excuse, but you giving yourself, like you said, you're giving yourself an excuse, not nobody else. So it's like, it's really you.
All right, I'm play devil's advocate here because that's what the host does. That's what. Hey,
I think
hey
it's
guys,
fair.
I think you guys are talking a lot of shit. That's BS because look, I got a great idea, but I don't have the finances to start this business. It's going to cost me $15,000 as a startup to get started with this business. I have these ideas, I got the drive, but I just don't have the finances. What do you tell me? What do you tell this guy?
I tell him to, if
Or
you
girl.
don't have the finances to start a business, what are you doing to get up the finances? Are you looking for people to help you with it? Or, okay, let me get this job. Let me rock this job for, all right, if I make $30 an hour or $25 an hour, I need $15,000. Let me do my calculations. I could work at this for 2 years, blah, blah, blah. I save up $15,000. I cut out different things like going out to dinner, going out to the movies. I can't take my vacation. So it's a lot of variables that person
Where there is a will,
will is a way.
That's the way.
There's a way. I got all these kids, got the family,
But
and
they
then
ain't
I got
trying
the
to do
job. I got so many things going on. I don't have a lot of time. I get off. I got 12 hours of work every day. Put my voice on. I got 12 hours of work every day. Then I got to come home to the kids. I got the wife. I mean, like, I really want to get out of this, but my time is like shot. Realistically, I'm looking at maybe 6 hours I need to sleep in between here. So what can I do? Alexis, aka CG.
I think
Help a brother out. Hey,
where
man.
there's a will, there's a way. Now, if you got a wife that's more supportive of your ideas, she'll take up some of the slack. Or family
She's
members.
busy too, CG.
Well, don't you got family members that
They
would say-
suck. They don't want to do nothing. This is why I'm working so
Well,
hard.
I mean-
They're stuck where they are. I don't even talk to them.
Well, at the end of the day, my thing would be, look, I am not your counselor, and you got to solve that on your
Oh,
own.
God damn, that was quick. She
Well,
said,
my
look, you on
thing
your
would
own.
be,
Don't
what's
be putting
your
that pressure on me,
credit
goddamn.
score?
Yeah.
Go get a loan.
Go get a loan. I like that.
What's
See,
your
my-
credit score?
Oh.
Go get a loan.
Go get a loan.
I don't get no black people. I mean, well, oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, get along.
loans.
Get along.
Yeah, get a loan.
Get along. How about you, bro? Because, I mean, I like his ideas. He's
Yeah.
quiet, but he's thinking very deeply. He's throwing some profound stuff out there. When he spits some stuff, it's like, oh, okay. I like that. You know, so based on what you just heard
Right.
on the excuses, air quotes, folks can't see that.
Right.
What do you, based on devil's advocate there, what would
Well,
you say to that individual who gave you those reasonings why they can't do what they said they can do? What would you tell them?
Some people might think that they're gonna fail.
Well, that's a lot of folks.
Some people might think they don't. Ain't nobody gonna believe them. You know what I'm saying? Or they just it ain't them. It ain't them. They got all the good potentials.
What do you think to do? Okay, now in this technology age,
Or let me say this: you got to be a solid person or a straight down person. If you have these type of little ideas, you present them to certain people. You know what I'm saying? But if a person believe in you and you like this solid type of people, it's like how you call it the what's that show called? Shark Tank.
Shark
Or
okay, you
something
present
like
your
that.
idea
You do
to
what I'm
investors.
saying? When them people come up there and talk, they believe they jumping trying to. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
they
saying?
believe
Stuff
in
like that, but
their
they
ideas and
ain't-
their concept,
not
believe in themselves.
anybody. There's some people up there that they doing a lot of this. They're like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I like that
I don't know.
analogy.
That was good.
It's a package because when you
Yeah.
come to Shark Tank, you need to present what
Right.
you did, what you're doing. I mean, have you sold anything? You just can't come up there just,
Right.
oh yeah, I got an idea. I'm gonna take salt, mix it with the
Right.
pepper, and it's going to be a new seasoning. And can I get $1 million?
Yeah. Or they
They-
can say,
what?
take this route, do this, and
Right.
that. This blueprint right here. They had started, then it's like they stop. You know what I'm saying?
Now, some folks get on there, they start it, and they get into the next level, so they need help because now they need to go to the next level. Like, listen,
Right.
I'm kind of tapped out. I mean, I got a market. I'm selling stuff. I did $1 million worth of sales so far, but now I need to go to the next level, start supplying bigger warehouses. So I need that help. I need that money. I need that capital to take it to the next level. And I think those are the ones, really, if you think about it, that kind of get the money. I don't watch the show that often, but when I do notice the majority are people who are doing something and there's things are moving.
Right.
Where you just coming in talking about, okay, yeah, you
Right.
got an idea.
Yeah,
I'm
it
taking
ain't gonna work.
plastic and I'm putting it in the bag. And when you put paper in it, it turns out to be, they're like, what? Okay, and how many have you sold of these? And where are you selling these at? What's your profit loss? Oh, yeah, I made like 12,000. And you're here on this show at 12,000. Okay, sir, let me tell you what we're going to do. For that reason, I'm out. You ain't ready, buddy. I'm out.
Yeah.
So, again, you have to have a great concept, be able to sell, believe in yourself, sell whatever it is that you believe that you could sell, and kind of go from there. But so I agree to some.
And
Some
you can
dis-
tell if a person really serious.
Right.
Well, right, how much time and dedication you put into it, because I mean, you got to believe in yourself. You know, you trying to get me to believe in something you don't believe in,
Right.
and I'm looking like, I don't believe this person really believe in what they're talking about. They're trying to sell me, because if you haven't made the effort, put forth the effort, put the money out, put some type of capital out there, make some type of sacrifice. Like, hey, look, I put my house up. I believe in this idea, this concept. I've been doing this for the last 2 years. I'm at this level. I started. I'm doing great sales online, word of mouth, but I need to go to the next level. Folks say, yay, no, whatever the case may be. So thank you, CG, for presenting the query for me, a.k.a. Alexis. Look like you're getting sleepy over there. Your eyes are getting heavy.
Who's the other question?
I don't know. I don't think we asked another question yet.
You
We
said
were
you
so-
was going to ask about the playing cards.
Well, see now how you jumped the gun. I was okay. Now, Alexis, aka CG, we presented that we were still on that, but now you're ready to move to the next questions. What you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, that's not a problem. Thank you. Who's the host? I don't. Okay, my bad. I didn't know because she put me on. Oh, you're the host. You don't remember what you said? No, I don't. It's okay sometimes. I don't.
Okay.
Okay. This is a tradition. So going back to family. That is the tradition you guys grew up. I'm going to speak for you being old head. Yeah, I did say that. You grew up, your family played cards.
Yes.
And that's a tradition you guys keep to this day. That y'all get together, y'all pull these cards out, and y'all start doing y'all thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't grow up on that. You know, it's funny how we grew up on things and we don't realize maybe how those things impact us. And the reason why we do what we do, because our family, our mom, our dads, or whatever, grandma did things. And you don't even realize why you do it. Like when we got together, you told me you couldn't spit in the sink when you brushing your teeth. What? What are you spitting at then? What are you talking about? That was like the wildest, crazy shit I ever heard for my life. I'm like, what you mean? Oh, you can't be spitting in that sink? I'm brushing my teeth. What's what? You got to spit in the toilet. All the dripping, what are you talking about? I need the water. You know, it's a combination. I can't. So, but that's how you grew up at your house. Y'all couldn't spit in the sink. Mm-hmm. So this is what transferred over to you as an adult. And you always hear about, why are you putting in that pot? Oh, that's how my mom always did it. And know the reasoning why mom might have did, because she didn't have a bigger pot, but you just thought that's just how it was supposed to be done. So I laugh because some of those things, that spitting in the sink thing was a big one, bro. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about right now? That was like foreign. Well, that's okay, you know? But it was totally foreign to me. Right. You talking about you can't spit in the sink while brushing your teeth. I got to stand over the toilet and brush my teeth. Yeah. Okay.
The spit goes now, where you see toothpaste and you got the toothpaste stains coming on the mirror and everything.
So where's those toothpaste stains when you stand over the sink? Standing over the toilet.
No, when you brushing your teeth.
Yeah. So okay, if that's happening, no matter what, it's like when you take a piss, men. If you ever threw tissues around the toilet area, you see the little beep 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 beep, little piss drops hitting everywhere. So is the spit not coming out your mouth when you stand over the toilet? Where's the spit going then? On the wall?
No.
You just can't see it.
No.
At least on the mirror, I can see. I can wipe it down. If it's on the wall, you're like, I don't know. It's there. It's blended in with the wall.
But it's more so on the faucet, on the.
But you can wipe those things down. At least you can see it. If you go over the toilet, that's just hitting on the wall. You ain't wiping. How many people wiping down their walls in the bathroom over the toilet? Let's be real.
No, that's how
you want to take
up,
hands.
So.
I'm just saying. Is that weird? Okay, now.
It ain't weird.
It's weird to us, not to them.
That's what I'm saying, right? Because you guys grew up on it. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying.
We
tradition.
Had rules.
Yes, you had to do certain things. Now, again,
yes.
To go back on something really interesting, like you were saying, like your father. Now, I guarantee, I don't use the word guarantee, but it's a very interesting story. You say your grandmom used to chew tobacco.
Right.
Okay. Now, your father did not. But yet, he had a spit can as if he did. So most people who have spit cans are people who chew tobacco. They do the thing, they spit. And I'm thinking, again, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just a podcast guy. That the fact that your dad grew up watching his mom spitting in a tin can, and he figured that's what he needed to do. Yeah. And just growing up in that, again, I don't have no proof of that, but just growing up in that environment, he like, okay, while she's spitting in that can, maybe he didn't know at that time, but okay, maybe that's what I need to be doing. I need to not swallow my spit either. But she was doing it because she chewed tobacco. And now you guys growing up like, yo, we got to empty a spit can. Why are you spitting in this can? And nobody even never asked that because you couldn't ask. Of course not. Because you couldn't ask that question. Only way you can ask that question when you become a full-grown ass adult. And when you
so then
no,
you couldn't ask.
Well,
it's all the respect.
No, I understand that. But when you get to a certain age in life and your parents get to a certain age, you can have these conversations that you really want to ask your parent when you're at that age. Like, Dad, Mom, what was going on with such and such? And you can do it in a joking manner. They might tell you mind your business. Or they may answer the question like, you know what? I never told y'all that. Yeah, I thought about it myself. My mom chewed tobacco, but I didn't know that. And she just spit in the can, so I thought that was normal to spit in the can. So I started spitting in the can just like she did. But meanwhile, y'all had to go clean this joint out. Like, what is a coffee can full of spit? How long would it take to fill that thing up? Did y'all ever look at that and say, like, a day, hours?
We wasn't standing there looking. We was worrying about we got clean.
It was there for a while.
Okay, it was there for a while. And I heard it was full.
Yeah.
I heard it was, like, super full. And this joint, like, you got to walk, like, whoa,
yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
And there's a tall can, there's a little can.
A tall can of spit.
Yeah.
Like Budweiser.
Why he had no problem smoke? I don't know why.
Right.
I thought it was something cool or something.
See?
You sitting there doing your numbers and spitting at the same time, and getting your hair scratched. Like that's a whole combination.
Yeah. You know what I mean? King Joffrey Joffrey.
I never
Ruling
asked
some
why.
Luther. Right.
Never asked why.
But I'm thinking, okay, you had a reason. Okay, you're the grandkid, so you ain't gonna ask. But I'm thinking, as the kids, when you got older,
No.
you can ask that question. It might not be in your mind, but for me, I did with my mom and dad. I asked once I got to a certain point, my mom, why y'all do that?
Yeah.
Maybe they give me an answer. Most of the time they will answer, but you get to a certain point, like where you can actually have a good conversation with your parents, opposed to when you're young. You're right. Don't be disrespectful. And it's a little different with these kids nowadays.
Right.
These kids, the respect level is on a whole different level.
Right.
I don't know if it's us, how we raise these kids, but certain things, what? We would dare not do.
Yeah. But
So
you had
I don't-
You
I mean-
had your parents longer than I had. So
Yeah, so
probably,
right.
at the age of
Because when your father passed, I know your mother passed away, you was like 25, you were young.
no, I
But
was,
your father, he was a,
I was 25 when my mom passed.
right. So you could have had that. You know, again, like this wasn't important, but it's killing me. Like, hey, where did that come from?
No, it wasn't important. Me having a daughter at that age.
It's
that
like,
was
hey.
the last thing on
Never
my
asked.
mind.
Just okay. So he was
I
getting his
realized
head
I
scratched,
regret.
working the numbers.
Head scratch,
What?
playing numbers, spitting in the can, sitting there with his legs full, with his plate coming up. I
See?
thought it was a routine. I thought
It was routine. There was no
I
thought.
never
There
knew.
was.
I never asked. I could be right here, and I looked.
Okay,
at
what
the
what
can
what
right
job was
here.
your? Okay, so you had all
I
those
had to
jobs.
scratch the hair,
Oh, you scratched the hair, dude.
Me too.
write numbers down,
Yeah.
and then go play the numbers and empty the can.
I'm curious. You say write numbers down. What kind of? What did you get?
Lottery numbers.
Okay, yeah, but how did he come up with the concept of these
I
numbers?
think he was a math genius.
Yeah, he had a bunch of notebooks.
Okay.
We just gotta sit there and write. We gotta write the big three, the big four. We just gotta write all the numbers down. Fill up how many pages you can do.
So you
But
would just
he
pick
was
random
Yeah,
numbers.
random
You
numbers.
just
Write 'em
he would
down.
just tell you
Yeah.
put numbers down.
Yeah.
So okay,
And
picture.
then
I'm trying to
he'd give
picture
me-
this,
Then he'd give me a whole sheet,
right?
fold it up with the money, and send me on down to the lottery people.
No, I'm trying. Okay, let's hold. I need
So
to
what
break
he
down.
did, he had notebooks, and what he used to do, he could write down 3, 4, 5, then on the next line 6, 7, 8, and then he'll add that up.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so
it's
he's
not
adding,
like, but
okay.
he's doing it so quickly. It's not like 5 carry the
So-
1. He's like, he could write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, add that up, and then come up with the number 456. Then it's just constantly. It's like numbers was just in his head,
Yeah,
and he
all
could
numbers.
just constantly.
So-
and he's adding these numbers. It's not random numbers.
Well, I'm saying like okay. So the final numbers that he had y'all go play.
Probably
Was-
the ones that came to his
So
mind.
y'all don't even know that formula he was even using.
No.
I was.
Just
I-
write it
Now,
down.
did he hit a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. He did. That's
Okay.
one thing he did. But
Mm,
I think I
interesting.
would say he was a math genius. I
Now you
really
play
was.
lottery a little bit, but you
Oh.
don't use that concept. Any particular reason?
I don't be writing no numbers
I
down.
know, but then you ain't hit neither. So maybe you need to.
Cause I don't play 3 digits and 4 digits. He do that. I only play
how
like
about you?
lotto.
I play a little bit.
Not like that though.
No, he.
I do like the scratch offs and power.
Yeah, I want to get in the
okay.
scratch off. Like he played 3 digits, 4 digits. We was just talking about that yesterday. He had about it could be 20 numbers, and we stand in the line, be like, "Oh my God!" You just see the people in the
See
back.
money.
but-
You play lottery?
I
just
just
kinda
started
randomly.
scratch off this year.
Or you a scratch off person?
Yeah.
Yeah, people went off them scratch offs.
Yeah, they
That's
would.
what made
Yeah, that's
me
where the
do
money.
it.
You watched the what's that? My Dream House.
That's
Lottery
what made
Dream
me
House,
my
do it.
lottery dream.
Yeah, most of them jokes is wearing off the scratch off.
90%
Yeah.
is scratch off.
Yeah,
I never
so-
knew it was that lucrative.
Yeah, so
Very.
maybe we need to start doing something different because that's a hell of an interesting concept. That's why I said this is the kind of stuff, you know, you're growing up and you hear these different stories and you try to put them together and try to figure out stuff and you're like, I don't know, we just did it like that
Right.
and never question it. But yeah, that spitting in his toilet thing was a wild one.
We
Yeah,
had
so okay.
chores day every Saturday. Was
Right, so
chores
you still
day.
kind of well, not no really because you're too busy now to keep up with that. Maybe Sunday, maybe
It's
if you ain't
just
showing
us
house.
too. What's the hell? It
I'm
ain't
just
like
saying,
the
but
house
yeah,
is dirty.
but as you get older, you're like enough of that. I ain't doing that today.
I will never do that.
Okay, so
Enough of that.
she's talking heavy, y'all. But okay, yeah, definitely,
I
definitely.
cleaned this house up yesterday.
Oh yeah, we get it in. We get it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's bring me to the last question. Then we're gonna leave it alone. Housekeeping, or just let's say housekeeping. I'd rather go cooking, cleaning. Do you think that's a shared responsibility, or going back to this conversation to your dad? That wasn't his thing.
Never seen him do
They
it.
ain't do nothing. He was chilling. His job was
Come
go
in.
work. You meet to bring the food
take
to
his
him.
badge and stuff on, going on upstairs
Routine like a
until
mother.
his plate ready. And go put
His
the
plate
TV
ready.
on.
And you got to bring the plate to him, right?
Yeah, his
Yes.
plate coming up.
Yeah, he ain't coming down. Now, often did he come down to? Okay, sometimes. That wasn't the majority of the time.
That's
though.
when he ain't working.
Oh, okay. So if he working,
Yeah,
because he worked
he
what
going
midnight
on
to
up.
8. Was it most of that
He worked
the shift? He worked most of the police department.
Growing up, like before, before people was born, growing up, we did sit in the kitchen as a family doing day work, and if he got to be to work at midnight to 8, so we did have our sections like. We was talking. We did have the sitting area, so we did sit as a family unit. We did sit, like I said. I don't know if you remember. Like he had ownership. He had part owner in the bingo parlor, and then we had a beach house down in Wildwood, and everything. So what I remember is spending months in Wildwood at our beach house and working at the bingo parlor that he partly owned.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to pull a Alexis move on you.
What?
I don't know. That's not the question. But okay.
What?
What? You getting sleepy? I was asking about. Okay.
You was asking about the chores.
No. Well, yeah, but you went to the beach house and stuff. I don't.
No, because
Follow
he
how
was
that was
talking
following.
about. He was talking.
I'm not. Yeah. You getting sleepy? I can see your eyes. You sleepy? Okay. Thank you, CG.
No, what was you talking about?
About the,
He said the plate had to come upstairs to
Oh,
him.
yeah, he
So I was
did.
saying,
No,
okay.
and you said, do he? And that was
did he ever
he-
do chores?
No, you
No.
said, do he ever come downstairs and eat? And
Yeah.
you said
Sometimes.
rarely. And I
Right.
was explaining to you
You got to
that
the beach house and the bingo
no,
hall.
we
I
did.
didn't know how
He
we
did
got there,
used
Alexis.
to come down and eat as a family.
Okay, that was good. Then you just kind of went to a whole.
And I
You
said
start getting
that-
sleepy.
No, shut up.
She was like, yeah, and then we start going to the bingo. We got the bingo
Because you talk so much and your
then it was
questions are so
then we
long.
was at the beach house. I'm like,
We
what?
talk and then we would forget the question.
Well, yes, now you see how I felt. So now I helped you out, just like you helped me. Thank
right.
you. God gonna bless you. See, money.
Yes.
Okay, shared responsibility. Do you think it needs to stay traditional? Or you think both parties need to share in that responsibility? Cooking, cleaning. Do you think that makes for a better household?
Yeah, both parties can participate, but
Uh-oh.
my
Don't be
husband
scared.
just want to do it.
He
all.
can't hear you.
I got the best husband. He don't mind helping out, but I be telling him no, and he still will do it.
Okay, for example, when you say tell them no, what are you talking
Like
about
with,
exactly?
with the house, with the cleaning and stuff like that. Like
Okay,
when
so
it
you're a
first-
more traditional person.
So
You'd
more
rather say, look,
traditional.
sit your ass down. I got this part.
Yeah, but he don't
Cooking,
listen.
cleaning. Okay, he don't listen. Okay, but you would rather for him to sit back and you really saying, oh, thank God he helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He can't hear you. Don't worry
No,
about it.
that's
He
really
can't
the
hear you.
question.
So, okay. All right, so what's your opinion on that as a man? Because I believe, like I said, growing up, I was kind of self-dependent.
I look at it as I can't sit still anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I look at it as it could be shared, but
Uh-oh,
we
there's a
will do
button.
probably a little more. But I guess when it comes to a household, I guess the woman got certain things they're supposed to do.
Oh,
The
watch
man
yourself now.
supposed
Oh,
to
it's
do it.
2025, brother. Watch yourself.
Yeah,
They
but
gonna come to
that's
punch you in
what
your
I'm saying.
mouth.
I said
Supposed
used
to do.
to.
Well, okay, be
Right.
careful now. They
Now, used
gangster
to.
now. They punch you in your mouth.
So now it's like, all right, I don't mind. I put it like this. It make it faster. You
Okay,
get it done
You got-
faster.
yeah.
gotcha. All right, well, listen, we're going to wrap up, and then I'm getting ready for opportunity. Kind of, if you have something, you got a social media platform, you want people to support you, give that information out. Obviously, you're a realtor, you can share your information as we wrap up because we've been talking for a
I'm
little
not gonna
bit.
say my real name. I ain't no realtor.
Oh, you ain't no realtor?
No,
I thought you was a realtor.
no, I'm not.
Oh, okay, that's the other person. That's Alexis, not CG. Oh, it's my bad. Okay, no problem. Yeah, anyway. Okay, sir, is there any platforms you want to give a shout out? We can kind of find out, like, oh, who was that talking on that mic? That's up to you. Nobody's obligated to do anything. It's optional. You good? God gonna bless you. Okay, CG. Good. Okay, well, this is a quiet table. We appreciate y'all being a guest. The family talk.
You
She said,
saying CG. You look at her.
Oh yeah.
Let's see money.
yeah, see, same thing.
You like CG.
Oh,
So
that's all.
she answered to it. She was like, yeah, negative. Negative. Well, listen, folks, I appreciate the conversation. Sit down at the table. A little family talk.
Yeah, fam.
Little different direction of conversation on the podcast. So, folks, we appreciate you listening. Don't forget, Smoke World Podcast is on video now. YouTube, Roku, Apple TV. We're making moves. We're doing some things. Smoke World Podcast is IG. SmokeWorldPodcast.com is the website. So check it out. Tell your friends, tell your cousins, tell your family. Sit back. Again, family is all we got. That's all it is. And tomorrow, I promise. So guess what? We love you, and we'll check y'all out on the other side. Peace out, folks.
It's the Smoke World Podcast. It's time to talk about what